Good morning.
Morning.
We are here as the Transformative Justice Coalition, a national racial justice organization, in order to make sure that today justice is served. This is what we call Judgment Day, because today there will be issued a sentencing of the three murderers, racist murderers, of Ahmaud Arbery. And the question is, will the time match the crime? And what we are hoping for is that the judge today will issue the maximum sentencing, that there is no basis for any leniency in this case, that this was a cold-blooded, wish-for murder, and that the only appropriate sentence is life, and that we saw all the motions that have been filed last week and today, over the weekend I guess we can say, for the federal trial first, for federal imprisonment first, and we think that once again they are attempting to have the best situation when they've done the worst crime imaginable. It is, in our opinion, imperative that this family, the Arbery family, that this community, the Brunswick community, that this nation see real justice, powerful justice issued. We are here to once again pray with the family, uphold the family, support the family, and to make sure the nation is aware of our obligation to rid our nation of this, the very ugly stain and taint of racism and racial hate.
I'm Darrell Jones. I'm the co-leader of the Transformative Justice Coalition. And much of what Barbara said, I certainly echo. And I take it one level higher. And I think that one thing that we must remember is that the month of August has always been a month that is ripe with racial terror and racial justice. That's what we're after this time. We know that on August the 28th, that Emmett Till was killed. We know that on August 28th, that we had the March on Washington. We know now that today, this day of August, we'll have the opportunity to what happened to Emmett Till in terms of him being disclosed to the world and for the world to see the hate that was done to him. That was the reason that the Arbery family was determined to have everyone go through this federal trial to see what happened to Ahmaud and the hate that resulted in his death and what it looked like. So on this day in August, we're hoping that the judge will sentence each of the three of them to a life sentence without the possibility of taking parole. We're hoping that it will be a consecutive sentence, not a concurrent sentence. We want that consecutive sentence to run after the state sentence is set. That is extremely important, that the judge not try to trump the state sentence, the federal sentence, and that the state sentence be permitted to stay in place for them to serve out that state sentence before they have any possibility of receiving any type of sentence from the federal government in the Federal Bureau of Prisons.
What were your impressions on those motions that you discussed, specifically Travis McMichael's attorney saying he fears as soon as he's dropped off with all the threats, of more than 800 threats, that he will be killed as soon as he's dropped off there at the state prison?
Whether you're in the state prison or the federal prison, there are going to be threats that are made available. So that's a non-starter in terms of an argument. The safety and protocol of the Georgia state prisons, that's something that they take very seriously, and they will take every effort and certainty that they're secure in their prison cell, wherever it is that they land in the state of Georgia.
Right. We don't think this has anything to do with safety. We think it has to do with we're believing that the federal premises are better and are more conducive to a better lifestyle, and that this is a lifestyle question, not a safety question. And so we totally disagree with the premise that somehow people are more violent in state prisons than they are in federal prisons.
What is Mr. Arbery saying?
He will be here shortly, which is the beauty, and he'll be able to speak for himself, but I'm sure what we are saying reflects his sentiments. I just spoke to him this morning, and of course last night, and of course the day before. So we're in regular and persistent communication, and very much so. You know, this has been a hard road for family, as you can only imagine, and it's never over. It's just never over. They were on our national broadcast, Miss Diane Arbery and Marcus, on Saturday in honor of the 57th anniversary of the Voting Rights Act, urging everybody in the country to vote. And you could still hear and see in their appearance the pain that they're still going through. It was so evident, so poignant, very pungent. It was hard. I felt bad. I mean, I just still, my heart goes out to them. Okay? All right.
you.
And we have a surprise coming up today, and you will see it. Of course, the Reverend Jesse Jackson will be here soon. He's here. And we also have another surprise guest coming.
What time will he be arriving?
I will check with him, but I would expect by 10.
10? Okay.
I would expect.
And will he be speaking as well?
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Okay.
I'm sure he will. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.